Raymond, Matt, and I go up to the door to see if we can get Donald to come to the door.
Come on, wherever you are.
So that we can get a sense of where his head is and what it is that he'd like to see happen. Can you come to the front door? Can you let me in so we can talk for a minute? Well, you're not answering the door, Donald. So we're assuming there's a problem. Okay, 10 seconds. Good morning.
The sun's out.
Just so you know what I expected to have done with the house here, okay? One of which, and the first one, was to get my trailer in the backyard. And the first thing that had to happen, the gate needed to be able to be opened, the pellets need to be removed.
And that's what I'm trying to do this morning.
The cabana needs to be moved to the other side of the yard, okay? So that I can get my trailer home. I'm paying good money, $100 an hour, to get my trailer here.
He's anxious, he's nervous, he is losing a grip.
Is that reality? Are you actually doing that, or are you just a hope to do that?
What do you mean, hope what?
Like, is it on its way?
No, it can't be on its way until it can get into the yard.
But I can't get anything in the backyard until we get some of the stuff out.
You tell me.
What I want to do, let me tell you what I want to do this morning.
What you're able to do.
Okay. What I want to do this morning, I'd love to move the pellets that are open. The ones that are closed, we'll put on a pallet and move them where you want them. And I want to pick the metal that you said you can get rid of, because they'll do it for free.
What's going to be done with my house ultimately?
I have no idea. I have a few days to be here. The issue here is the county is worried about the yard.
No, they're not.
No, I talked to them. They are. I spent a long time with them yesterday. But I met with your code enforcement officer. They're very concerned with the front, side, and back. We've spoken to city officials. Donald has a very real problem, but it doesn't fit his narrative for him to agree with what the city has to say.
I am not in trouble as of today.
Dude, you are. Like, that's the problem. You don't get that you are.
Wonderful. Let me see the citation. I have 60 days to work on it. I got plenty of money and plenty of time. I'll work on it.
But you don't have the help any other days. Will you go with me to the yard and say, you can move X, Y, and Z, and we'll move X, Y, and Z? It's still your call.
Only if you tell me that once we get an empty trailer here, mine's full. My trailer's full.
How are you getting an empty trailer? Who's got the empty trailer?
I thought you had an empty trailer. That's no, you don't?
That doesn't
I have a full trailer.
Okay, no empty trailer.
No empty trailer.
Okay.
When I got here 2 days ago, I was like, I got 2 trailers. One's half full, one's empty. I need space for both of them. I said, great, here's the plan. We walked the property. We had a great plan for day 1. Yesterday, it started to be like, you know where I can get an empty trailer? I still got one. I just need another one. And then this morning, he's like, dude, you said you were gonna get me an empty trailer. You told me the other day you had an empty trailer.
No, I asked you if you could help doing it. You said you could not.
I cannot.
So that meant the onus come back on me.
I need to get stuff out of the yard, not
Unless
more
my
stuff
house is going to be totally cleaned out and put onto an empty trailer, which we'll find.
I will not do that. I will not. Stuff has to be thrown away, Don. I'm not going to just transfer a bunch of stuff.
My expectation was to have that air conditioner on the end of the house replaced with the one I have in the house. You ready to do that?
Sure, if I can move stuff.
In order for you to get to it, you got to clean out this room and the room and the other room.
So you let me throw anything away, or you just want me to shove stuff around like checkers?
I want stuff, all the boxes, to go into an empty trailer.
And how do I get the trailer? Where does the trailer go?
Well, we got to work on that now, don't we?
You want me to rent a helicopter to drop it in?
In the backyard. In the backyard.
The backyard is full, dude. What he's doing is deflecting and putting blame on everybody else so you don't actually see how bad he's actually doing. And it doesn't matter what Dr. Green and myself say to him, he's gonna believe what he believes. And right now, we're the enemy.
You're gonna empty my house, all the boxes out of my house, and put
I
them
can
in.
assure you I'm not gonna be able to empty your entire house. That's not realistic.
Okay, so then I'm not gonna commit to taking all my boxes out of my house and putting them in an empty trailer. Then it's over. Finished.
Pretty much dug his feet in the ground and said no, that he wasn't gonna go forward with it. And that's just another symptom of the illness. This is why his house is in the situation that it's in. He will not let go.
90% of the house is full of, I own like 25,000 books thereabouts. Hello, put that on your computer. Rationalization here is not gonna work for me.
The problem is, Donald's had 10 years to do this. He's been doing this dance forever. The dance is almost over. The city ain't gonna play around.
It's all or nothing.
It's all or nothing.
Yep. That's it. I'm done.
Right now I have about 15 dogs and 9 cats.
I can't open it.
I'm horrified.
I'm gonna have to call somebody to pull you out of there.
I don't think I'm a hoarder.